Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we ended up doing both of the minor Erd trees and the Erd tree catacombs, just kind of knocking out stuff here and there. But today we're going to knock out actually all 4 ruins within Caelid. So, Forsaken Ruins, Caelid Ruins, Street of Sages, and the Caelid Waypoint Ruins. We're going to start here at Caelid. It's probably one of the easiest. Street of Sages is actually probably the easiest. But, we're here. In terms of what you should grab in this area, pretty much nothing. Don't bother grabbing stuff. The loot here is like, hey, do you want some butterflies? It's like the flame butterflies that you're going to find plenty of later on. The zombies aren't that good of XP. We just drop down here. We're already at the boss. Don't fight the flamethrowers, it's not worth it. So first things first, we're getting our skellies out. Drink that. Oh, I've never seen them actually throw something before. That's a new experience. Okay, so he's been softened up, which is good. He's gonna keep chasing, which is a little annoying. Ah, he killed the other skelly. Whatever. The skellies bought me more time. No, they both have Scarlet Rot. I get a lot of people actually trying to summon for this fight. So I end up doing this fight a ton. And on one hand I get it. This can be challenging, 2 big stompy boys in a very small room. But realistically, if you're a caster of any degree, you can handle this without much problem. And everybody gets dragon magic, and pretty much everybody picks up the Rotten Breath. Yep, now we get the Visage Shield. We'll quick toss that on just to show it off. I don't even think I can... Okay, I can use it normally. So yep, you can smack, you can block, and then the fun part, it's a flamethrower. Some people actually make these things work. That's the pretty neat thing. Thanks to power stancing and just being able to make shields not suck, I've seen people rock this. And shield builds are kind of memey, but they're doable. Alright, we're gonna head back and then make our way to Forsaken Ruins. So, Forsaken Ruins, I'm not even going to say a love-hate relationship, I just have a hate relationship with it. Not because of the actual location, but because we have death birds. No, those aren't death birds, they're just, I guess, Tyranno birds. Death birds are a different thing. But we have, Tyranno birds everywhere, and I just hate dealing with them. Same as Tyranno dogs, I can handle them. I can fight them pretty easily at my level and my gear and what have you. I just don't enjoy it. Especially the birds. The birds are just the worst. Okay, the dogs aren't chasing any further. And as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3 down there, 4th one on that hill. They're durable, they're stupid. Guess we have to hit them with a Frenzied Burst. And that's the other part. It's not like I deal bad damage. If I can at least bait 2 down, that's progress. Can I hit him with a fireball? Yes. Okay, that's a good sign. Oh, slime. Was not expecting a visit from slime. Come on, I know you want to step forward. I'll just frenzy burst you, I don't care. Make sure the horde of zombies hasn't moved in on me yet. Yeah, he's just gonna sit there and bait out frenzy bursts. That's fine. We now have the entrance to this place cleared. And actually, we're going to take the roundabout way of getting in. And as you can see, there's really just nothing worthwhile. I think I grabbed the item off this body before. Need stone sword keys. I should actually see how many I'm sitting on. Okay, I got 10. I don't have to care. And it's only one, so that's not a big deal. The Sword of Saint Trina, good sword. It's a int scaling sword that does sleep buildup. The Mists of Slumber ability, what it is it's like the Poison Mist or Freezing Fog spells where you charge up and kind of swing your sword and create a cloud. I think I've mentioned it before, sleep is super powerful. That's why the Sword of Saint Trina, there's a torch later on, sleep arrows and sleep pots are the only sources of the buildup. It also makes it really unexpected when people get hit with it, because nobody uses it. The only time you'll find it in PvP is I think it's the pulley crossbow that fires 3 bolts. People will load it up with sleep bolts, roll right into you, and then triple shot you, insta-sleep, and then either power attack or land like a backstab. Alright, we'll hit... We'll actually make our way to the Waypoint Ruins, and then hit Street of Sages. Street of Sages Ruins is pretty easy. Honestly, same as the Waypoint Ruins. They're both places where, for the most part, you can skip a lot of it. Now we'll just hop out up here. And for the most part, you can skip a lot of this area. Got some fungus boys. Might as well knock them out. They're free souls. Now there is other stuff in this area. Just across from here is the Gaol Cave. Well, jail, if we're being correct. G-A-O-L. It's old-timey spelling for jail. And with how fast we're going through these, I'll probably knock that out next. Oh, I don't have enough for Olga. In that case, I want to find a good spot for him. Yeah, how about here? Something to note too, that gravity shot will actually punch through multiple targets and even some terrain. So that's always a fun one to kind of keep in your back pocket. I'm not going to get involved in this if I don't have to. Simplify my job here. I mean, look at this. Love how that works. This is the one problem there is with Olga, is tending to move towards where the last kill was. And in cases like this, it completely screws up just positioning. Yeah, some pieces of terrain he can't shoot through, because there are some, specifically by like the Great Bridge to get to Redmane Castle, all of the like body piles and stuff, he's able to shoot right through. Because I watched him hit 3 knights through a meat pile, and it was actually pretty cool. You can go up there, the item isn't worthwhile if I remember correctly. I grabbed it because it's... yeah, it was nothing. It was like a rot grease or something. The main objective is down here. And this room kinda sucks. Yeah, this is the easiest way to clear this room, because it's all of these little, like, larval guys, and they can all do the little, like, string shot stuff. And that's really annoying to deal with and actually can get really dangerous. Last time I did this, I went through manually fighting each and every one of these guys. And the Meteoric Iron Blade, that's another good intelligence scaling katana. Like I had said when we got Moonveil. There's 2 int katanas and no faith. We'll quick use it, even though I don't think I can actually properly use the ability. Yeah. So, the 2-hand is pretty cool. It has the gravitas, so you slam it down, create a gravity well, and pull people in. When are you going to use that? I mean, if you're a katana user and you just put in enough int to use the ability, I could see someone using it. But if you're a standard caster that I've seen, there's no way you're using it. Oh, I never grabbed this. That would explain things. I was sitting here thinking to myself that it was oddly distant from nearby sites of grace. And now we'll just hit streets of sages.
Dear customer, yes, right this way, right this way.
Why are you talking to me, dude?
Value, please. I'm hungry.
I swear I've bought stuff from this guy before. I don't know why he's calling out. Yeah, we'll just quick chain fireballs. These guys aren't even worth a full charged fireball each. Then we got our fun little ruins here. If you remember way back when we first teleported here into Caelid, I had mentioned thought I could survive that drop. Let that be a lesson to you. Sometimes it's better just to try to find the safe route. But last time we went through here, or like early on when we got teleported, I had hit up that location to pick up the perfumer's robes and the staff. I believe, yeah, it was here. I'm actually gonna check spells quick, just to make sure that I haven't... Yeah, so I haven't picked up Stone Toss, because that should be around here. Or Stone Sling. Okay, I have this one. God, I forgot how many of these mushroom dudes there are. And the fact we don't get their poison spell at all always kind of bugged me, because it's a cool idea, and they have Kindred of Rot's Exaltation, which is a talisman that gives you like 15 or 20% attack strength when someone gets afflicted with poison or scarlet rot. So it's one of those things where, you know, it's like, why don't you have this more readily available? Because there's only 2 poison spells in the game. And if I remember correctly, only 1 scarlet rot. Yeah, because this was where the staff was. It was in here. Can't say no to free souls. And then there should be a drop-in point around here. I got summoned to help a guy, and he jumped down here, and we were running through, we got invaded, and the invader just jumped off the cliff to chase us and died. Of course, the host also gave himself scarlet rot just hanging out in the swamp. Some people, man. Some people. Believe it should be just in here. Yeah, there it is. This one's not a boss, I want to say. Yeah, it's just people who baited too many enemies in and died in the process. Yeah, there's Rocksling. So if you really wanted to, you could get this staff and Rocksling in here and instantly have a staff and a spell that's going to carry you through the entire game as an intelligence caster. And I mean, come on, an S-rank scaling staff, potentially at the earliest possible levels. Who's really gonna say no? I mean, you can get this the second you get a horse. Oh, still guys up here. Alright, well, since we got all that cleared out, let's go clear out Gaol Cave. This cave is interesting. It is not one I would suggest a low-level player go through. Part because, you need the stone sword keys, it's pretty out of the way. But also because the vulgar militia guys, the ones at the Bestial Sanctum that I farm for souls, they hang out in here. And these rats will become the least of your problems considering they're here. Also, there's a ton of zombies. I'm actually gonna check all this. There's so many cells. Okay, so we can't open that yet. Haven't had anything weird. Some of these cells are full of exploding zombies, and you can bait out explosions, which will save you in the long run. Yeah, down here is where we get the exploding zombies. Like that. Nope, can't get a lunge on him. Yeah, because when we have to come back through here with the gates open, it's not fun having, some of these cells have more than one zombie inside. Come on. You know you want to do it. You're wounded. And while this isn't, knocking out zombies by the dozen, it's thinning their numbers. And if you're lucky, they hit and end up hitting each other. They explode and they each die. Fireball. Also, he's glowy-eyed. Considering the soul payout, this might actually be decent for low levels. Oh yeah, 500 HP. These guys are flimsy. Still dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Come on. Come on, group up. One of you should want to explode. Alright, he's not feeling like exploding. Can't get through there yet. This is a lot better than last time I went through. Last time, every gate had a, oh, you don't have the right, you don't have the right, oh, you don't have the right, you don't have the right kind of crap. You know, the classic messages that are completely useless and don't help anyone with anything. Come on. Do it. I should really use my golden runes. I'm sitting on just tons of them. Oh, yeah. That was stupid. You gotta watch out for those. You'll find these in a lot of areas, these little poison spike balls. You can find them obviously here. You can find them along this path. You can also find them along one of the paths here in Liurnia. You'll be able to tell because there'll be vulgar militia guys along it. And then in Ravine Veiled Village there's some, when we go clear that eventually. Oh yeah, the smoke bombs. That, tragically for them, do nothing. Somber 5, not bad. And now all the cells are open. And now we get to kind of run through everything and clear it. Make sure we get all the loot. This usually takes me a few tries because I end up kind of losing myself in the whole dungeon. Okay, yeah, so now we're at the start again. Let me guess. Oh, actually someone's saying no, there isn't a secret door there. But if you really wanted to, you could just leave at this point, but there's all the loot left behind. Yeah, so we go through that one. Actually, we will go through it, because falling into the pit puts us right through, like, the proper pathing. Yeah, look at this dude. Boink. Oh, so menacing. Oh, right, this is the one. I'd like to attack this guy. I think the pillory shield, what's that give you? Raises vitality. So that's only useful if you're facing death magic and death buildup. Oh, I forgot to open that door. Oh, well, I'll have to go this way anyways. It's interesting how this dungeon's a lot more simple than some in terms of, like, I don't even think there's a boss in here. Also, don't you like how little damage that explosion actually did? I mean, I can eat those pretty easy. Wakizashi, if you really want to use a dagger. And the stone sword key to pay for your entry here. The thing with the Wakizashi, and it's the neat part, is you can actually pair this up with katanas. If we quick go here, toss normal uchi, bam bam. You know, you can use them. Actually, I think I screwed it up by flipping which one goes where. I think it's offhand goes Wakizashi, main hand is uchi, and then it's a power stance. Oh, it might help if I actually have the right weapon equipped. Yeah. See, you can power stance with them, which is cool. It works if you didn't pick Samurai as your start and you want something and you don't want to pour into, you know, the int scaling or something. Now, would I do it? Probably not. I mean, the only advantage you'd have is putting Bloodhound Step on it or parry. And, of course, at that point, the question becomes, well, if you're trying to parry, why don't you just use a shield? You know, the things that parry's built for. And at that point, you know, that's asking too many questions. We don't do that around here. We'll check that hole in a second. I just want to make sure everything else is taken care of here. Alright, yeah, let's just check the hole. To my knowledge, the Wakizashi and the Pillory Shield are the main draws for this dungeon. Pit. Oh yeah, I think this is where the boss is. We'll drink that. We'll go Oga, why not? Do it for the culture. Oh, this guy? Easy. Flattened. My man Frenzied Duelist is just getting ragdolled. Look at this guy. He can barely stand up. Putrid corpse ashes. I don't know who would use those, honestly. Round of applause for Oga, just absolutely making this boss a joke. And hey, would you look at that? It's Limgrave. And if you don't remember here, if you don't do the horse, wall jumping glitch, this is where you would come through and get the regalia of Caelid. This sword. Which is just an arcane scaling sword. It has... Can I even use the ability? Yes. That's your special. Is it good? Kinda, but also no. If you're doing a Dex Arcane build, this is... If you're following a not just gonna use an Uchi and bleed spam, this would be the first thing you'd get. Then you would go... It's not on the map, but you'll get a Greatsword version, and then you'd get Rivers of Blood and completely invalidate every other weapon. But that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button, it helps out the channel a lot, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.